we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, get 'em, go, get 'em. Let's go Cleveland, dog pound, we on fire. Dog pound, we on fire. Get 'em, go, get 'em.
Yeah. This your boy Thurl, and it's the My Dogs podcast, where my opinions are always my opinions. I got a good one today. I got my man Dirt Dog in the building. I got the coach over there. I got Mr. Deacon, and guess what? I got a special guest for y'all. He was a Toronto Argonaut from 2023 to 2024, where he won a Grey Cup. So we have a champion with us. He studied at Western Michigan University. He was a first-team All-MAC in 2020, a second-team All-MAC in 2021. And guess what? All that did was prepare him to be the next pro DT for the Cleveland Browns. We have Holley in the building. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, we're gonna start this off good because we got Dirt Dog. Dirt Dog, you got what's come on, let's start it off right. What you got for me?
When you walked into the facility, I want you to tell me what is it like to walk right in that facility and talk to Kevin Stefanski and meet him for the first time.
Oh man, it's crazy because the first time I actually met Coach Stefanski, uh, I was lifting. I was just lifting on my own because I got there pretty early, and I was just lifting on my own, dog. And I go up and introduce myself. I'm like, "How you doing, Ralph Holley? Nice to meet." He's like, "Oh, Ralph from Canada." I was like, "I'm from Detroit, coach, but yeah, I played in Canada." He's like, "Oh yeah, I know." I was like, "Yeah, coach." So that was the first interaction. I say hi to him every morning. I walk in. He's like, "What's going on, Ralph?" And coach, he's a great guy, and I'm happy he's my head coach because he got some dog in him for real from what I've been seeing. So yeah.
What my second question would be real quick. What led you to come to the Cleveland Browns?
Oh man, yeah. So when I first got out the CFL, bro, I had like 12 different NFL offers to where I could go, but Cleveland was the first team to reach out to me, and besides the financial and everything, this scheme is literally how I play. Like I'm not the tallest, biggest, D tackle, but I'm productive. And this defense, allows for their D line to be productive. You can see it with Miles and Shelby Harris and Sam Kamara. Those the type of D tackles that are the same like bodies type as me making plays. So it's really like a scheme. It was like a scheme fit for me, honestly. It's also close to home. Like I said, I'm from Detroit, so it's close to home. And also, like, bro, the culture of Cleveland is what I it's how I play football. Like I play very like blue collar, not pretty football. Like,
Okay.
so like it fit me as a football player as well. So yeah.
One, I mean, you gotta pop your collar. Pop your
Oh,
without dissing the team. Pop your collar and say, I had 12 teams looking at me, and I looked at their rosters and I said, you know what? I know I can beat them dogs over there in, in Cleveland. I know I can make this team. So, I mean, was the rosters of the DT part of your decision or what you said? I mean,
honestly, but like, so when I came in, the roster was changing, like from the people
oh,
that I thought that were there. So I signed, and the roster was still changing, And it's more of a thing of like, bro, I'm about to be able to. I'm gonna be having the chance to play with some dogs too. Like Malik Collins just signed, right? He's one of my favorite NFL players, and I get to play beside him. Miles Garrett, like, and it's a thing of like I know like it's a earned process, but it's a thing that I know I can play. I know I can play here, and that's why I chose here. So
okay, Coach.
yeah,
What you have anything for him?
Couple things. First of all, welcome to Cleveland, brother. Appreciate you being here.
appreciate it.
Um, I want to talk scheme with you a little bit. So how do you see yourself? Are you more of a classic three technique, or you like being more over the ball? What is it about this system that fits you where you feel you can be successful?
It's the type of scheme, the type of defense we play, which is more of like a attack style defense. We're not a sit and hold gaps type defense. We're let the D tackles, let the D line, cause havoc in the backfield and the linebackers. They sit and clean everything up. So that's one of our biggest attributes is like they let the D line be free.
Okay.
And because I'm not the double team, the triple team sit and hold type of D tackle. No, I penetrate and I make plays in the backfield, and they allow us to do that. That's why I picked it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a transition. I know you were in the CFL for a minute, and that's more of a speed and finesse game. I see how you was dominating in there, man. You just take off the line and you was crushing cats. How has that transition been? You going from there, then the UFL, and now you coming into the NFL. How much of your game have you had to adjust so far in order to feel comfortable?
You know, that's a great question. I've had to adjust it, quite a bunch, a lot of times. But one thing that stay consistent with my play is my get off and my takeoff off the ball. That's one of the best attributes that I feel like a D lineman can have, and it's been like the defining nature of my game and how I play for real. So it's like my takeoff has not changed. It got better in Canada, I think, because in Canada, I don't know if y'all know, you got to be a yard off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, my get off just got even better up there because I didn't have that, I didn't have that on the ball like presence. I was a yard off. So I had to be even better with my takeoff and with my get off. So, you know, uh, I feel like I've had to change some aspects of it just being in Canada, but I've stayed consistent on the type of player I am like throughout, my pro career.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, D.
Yeah, man, wow, coach got me, but it is what it is. But so I don't, like we said before, I don't want to make it about who, but what is the atmosphere like right now with certain people being in camp? And I know you need to focus on what do you do, but what's the atmosphere right now when the media come in and what you need to do? Do you feel like that's kind of like a distraction from everybody being out there? You know who I'm talking about, but how's that going out? How's it working out for you?
I mean, man, honestly, like We all are clocking in to work, and it's just a thing of like the added distraction that comes. It's like you either choose to pay attention to or you choose to be at work, and it's I don't really pay attention to it. I mean, too much. People are gonna come. But they don't know the type of work that we're putting in.
Mhm.
And I love the atmosphere right now because everybody's so focused on the team and the culture of like how we want to be for the year. So it's like a thing, like even the new guys coming in, they bought in automatically. And they're like, all right, we here to work. We here to grind, forget everything else that's happening. Like everybody bought in. And it's like more of a thing of like there's not individuals on the team, it's a collective.
Mm.
So I love the atmosphere there. I ain't gonna lie, and the atmosphere there is our space, and we keep it our space. If outside people want to come in there, we give them a glimpse, but it's our space at the end of the day, and I love it because it's something cooking for the year. So
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. When I
yeah,
got it, go
I
ahead.
can eat.
yeah.
Well, I'm a piggyback off of both of their questions. It got like it's a two-part question. One of them is how he was talking about extra distractions. I want to know,
Hmm.
is there a distraction? Then, as coach was talking about, like changing your game up, and I saw it because when I went back and watched some of your college tape, and when you young, that's the best that you somewhat to me you are. But it's
Hmm.
like as you getting older, like how you say you're changing up your technique. What I saw from like some of your college tape to Toronto, no, that was a totally different person right there. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody said, I mean, you so quick. Looked at like Warren Sapp coming off that line. I'm like, you do you see the change in yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see the change. Man, it's a thing of like I have to get better. I have to get better with age. I have to get better with the years coming along because if you don't, you get left behind, dog. And it's I try to pick up little pieces from players too that I from on my journey because in pro football I meet so many different types of athletes, and I might take something from him that might work for me that I can add to my game, and that just boosts how I play. And but one thing that I did learn, like going from college to pro, is that just the attention to detail on things. In college, I was really just playing how I play, like just playing just playing off a
Natural
straight
ability.
natural ability. But when you get to that pro level, the attention to detail becomes like so much more specific. But that it helps the big thing. You heard the analogy, like the little things end up leading to the big things or something like that. That's
Mhm.
literally the case for that. Like I was paying attention. I would pay attention to the little things that I would do in my technique, and I just enhanced it. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the last one is I don't know if you saw with I think it was what's Chicago Bears quarterback. What's his
Caleb Williams.
Caleb
Yeah.
Williams. He
Yeah.
came out, he somewhat I got a glimpse of it, but he come out and said something like they didn't teach him how to watch tape. And I watched the other analysts like that ain't the coach's job to teach you to watch tape. You've been in college and all this stuff. They would think that you already know how to watch tape. So
Yeah.
because I mean, is that something that you already learned and got in that you know already, or that's what how did you feel about that comment?
Um, I can't speak for him, but I know for me, like I've always been like a guy that's been pretty deep in my playbook, like just because it allows me, it's a part of my game. If I'm not thinking as much, I'm playing fast. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't like go out there not knowing what I'm doing because that's when you start guessing. And I'm pretty sure y'all know, like from playing football, like stuff slows down on the field once you know what you're doing. So you know, I just know that it's just been always a part of my game to study my film so I can study my film, study the tape so I can be as
Hmm.
fast as I want to be on the field.
Hmm.
Okay. Coach,
Mhm.
you got something to follow that up with, or you got another
Yeah,
question?
Yeah.
yeah. We were talking, talking about that. I feel like the best coaches are like the best teachers, and
Hmm.
so when they talk about breaking down film, going from the college level, even from high school to college to pro, tell how that changed and how somebody actually taught you how to break down, know what you're looking at, and
Mhm.
so you understand, so you can play fast.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that the biggest thing was like my college coach, Lou Esposito. He's now the defensive line coach at Michigan, at University of Michigan. Um, but he taught me, to write everything down. I mean, and then go back because they usually have like what they went over in your iPads or your phone or whatever, um, and write it down again. Write it down as many times as you can. And I'm a visual learner. So I have to write it down, and then I'll be in my house or something like that, and I'll walk through it on my own. He was really big on like whatever you write down, do it in real life so you can have the real life interaction with the play so you can know what you're doing. And that's one thing that how I study film, how what really helped me is like doing the plays, not always on the field, but just doing it in real life. So it's not just, you thinking it's just like a math problem. No, this is like a physical problem that you have to solve, while you're playing. So like that's how I process it. That's how I watch film. I watch film, I take notes, I do it in the real world. So I cover all three phases.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got,
Okay, Dirt,
I
Dirt
got,
Dog.
oh,
Uh,
go ahead,
Oh,
Dirk.
yeah, Dirt
No,
Dog.
go ahead, Dirk Dog. Go ahead.
okay. One of my other questions would be,
Mhm.
um, what is the one thing about transitioning from the college to the um, CFL to the UFL to the NFL? What did you have to learn something real fast, or were you able to take your time with it?
Um, I feel like in my journey specifically, I definitely learned a lot because I wasn't drafted, So and my role was a little different than some of the other guys. I feel like I had to mature in my play as a player. As far as my like I was saying, like I couldn't just go off a natural, just natural reaction because once every level you go up, people get better and better, and then once you get to the pros, everybody's good, everybody's dominant. It's what is, and I had to figure out what was my determining factor that separated me from the rest. And for me, it was my get off and being productive.
Mm,
And that's one thing I always told myself is like, people are always gonna say, "Oh, you're too short, you too small," but they're always gonna have that thought in the back of their head. But he produces though, you
Mm-hmm.
know. That's my determining fact. That's my changing factor that I produce, and regardless of how you put it, you can say, he's not the tallest D tackle, he's not the biggest D tackle, but he produces. And my favorite player of all time, the best defensive player in this decade is literally the same size as me. So and I always pride myself on, if he can do it, then
And
why
and
can't
and
I?
that's what and that's what I was gonna ask you before D go. We got a question. What DTs did you watch growing up, and who do you model your game after?
Good
Oh
question.
yeah, yeah. Um, I would say probably the ones that AD. I mean, I have to say Aaron Donald and honestly the main two is Aaron Donald and Grady Jarrett from the Falcons.
Okay.
Grady, yeah, Grady is dominant and and I watched honestly he wasn't my time, but I watched a lot of like Warren Sapp.
I would say you look like
I
one.
watched a lot of Warren Sapp growing up. Just because I just love the way he plays. He's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
He get in and he get into the backfield and he produces a thing like you know
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah
D.
So I want to make it like a two-part because it's a defensive question.
yeah.
What is your relationship like with Schwartz right now? Like when you came in the building, I know he kind of pulled you in. Like, have you had conversation with him? Him explaining to you how the scheme work. What did that conversation entail when you first met Jim Schwartz?
Yeah, Schwartz is a great coach, man. Great coach. First time when I came in and I was just working out by myself in the indoor field, And Schwartz comes by. He's like, Big Holley. I was like, what's going on, coach? It's a pleasure to meet you. And he just sat there and just talked to me. We weren't even going through like plays, or he just talked to me about the philosophy of the defense, and how he envisions his D tackles, and how he envisions this defense playing, and he just talks to me for a good 30, 40 minutes, and he's just like, we're really happy you're here, we're excited you're here, we can't wait to watch you dominate. And he's like, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to do what you do, and this defense will. So I was like, yes, coach, I'm here for that. Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Coach.
I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of go off the reservation just a little bit. So
Okay.
you played up in Canada,
Yeah.
and Canadian football is very different. But how
Oh,
do
yeah.
you feel about the caliber of athletes? 'Cause I know there's a certain amount of Canadians. They only let so many Americans play.
Yeah.
Do you feel like more of those guys could possibly be playing in NFL? I see them crossing over more in basketball and baseball, but I have
Mhm.
not seen. They only come in a few at a time in NFL. Why do you think it's like that?
One reason is because the contracts up there, are a lot of guys have like the thing with the NFL, with the CFL that I know is just a lot of guys have been in the NFL already, and some of them are on the back end of their career, and they can still get paid really well up there and not have to, come down here. And also there's another thing of like the competition up there is great. A lot of those guys up there could be playing down here or have already played down here. It's just the opportunity that's presented sometimes, And I know I was playing against and played with, some great players up there, but it's just kind of hard with the contracts, and like some players are just comfortable being up there, you know. Which is fine. I mean, there's good money up there. There's a great football. The fan base is amazing. I know in Toronto it was crazy because Toronto's the sports hub of Canada. We got the Maple Leafs, the Raptors, all that stuff. So, um, but I would say like the biggest thing is just that that roster size with the Americans and the Canadians for real, it's a 50-50 split. There's 50 Americans, 50% Americans, 50% Canadians. And I would say like what I was saying, like it's hard, like you'll get cut up there, not even for how you play, but for your nationality sometimes. So yeah, like, well, we have too many Americans, so we're gonna have to let you go. We got too many Canadians, so we're gonna have to let you go. It goes either way. It can go Canadian or
Yeah.
American, but they have to keep that balance. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Hey, do
Yeah.
you think that they will ever support an NFL team? Toronto being as large as it is, and I
Yeah.
know a lot of Buffalo Bills fans kind of come through there. They kind of cater to them a little bit.
Mhm.
What do you think about that?
I think I know there's still talks about it currently about actually the team I was playing for becoming a NFL team. I don't know how
how
progressive
true
those
it is.
talks are. Yeah, but I mean, we're the winningest team in the CFL. I mean, my first year was last year in the CFL. We won a Grey Cup. So like, and they win it like every other year or every 2 years or something like that. So, you know, it's I'm open to it. I think it'll be a great thing. It'll be a great for the NFL to span up there. You know, I mean, basically, we got the MLB has a team in Toronto. I mean, the NHL has a team up there. The NBA has a team up there. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
One,
something they definitely need to look into.
okay,
yeah.
I got a two-part question. One of them is we got a comment saying, as a DT, what is your go-to pass rush move?
Oh yeah. My go-to pass rush. I'm a big get in your face like now guy. So I'm a big like I like to work a lot of my moves off of bull rush. So I can go like bull slip. I like to go bull forklift. I can go bull pull. Like, but in essence, like it's a bull rush. I do a lot of my moves based off of the bull rush.
Okay. Then is it's I know I saw some veterans. Is Miles Garrett in them there yet? before I ask this question? Or
Nah.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
been he's there, but
That-
he's doing his own thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I heard
because you said that you get your get off is your move where you and I saw like last year they be having because they already had the race. Did you enter? Okay, did you enter the race? I saw a clip where they was running back and forth.
Oh yeah, I was the last one on the clip. Yeah, I won the whole thing.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah,
Okay, you won that. Okay, I was gonna
yeah.
ask about that. Dang, so that just opened up a whole bunch of questions for me.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
do you think your get off is faster than Miles?
I don't know. I gotta practice with him. I haven't practiced
Yeah,
with him yet.
I mean, but you ain't saying no.
I can't say nothing until I see until I,
Talk
you
your
know.
caller, talk your talk.
Hey, I just know I'm happy to play with Miles, but it's gonna be dope for real. Like
Okay,
to challenge my play too as a defensive player, just to be better. So we'll see.
No doubt.
okay, dirt
Yeah.
dog.
Um, I'm gonna sort of hit you with left field here. How's playing with the new rookie D tackle second round pick Mason Graham going?
Ma- Mason,
Yeah,
it's been cool. It's been cool. We're all new. Like so, we're all trying to get the scheme, get the plays, get adjusted to the life here. So like it's cool. Great player. We both had the same coach in college, so uh it's a lot of connection there. Me and him are usually just hanging out
yeah.
together in the thing. So
Now, I know my D. I know I'm not supposed to ask another question, but I had to ask this
Dirt, just
question.
go.
what's
Go
up?
ahead.
I had to ask
Go
this
dirt.
question. So there was a report saying that he was training during minicamp and he threw up and something like that, and they were saying he was out of shape. What can you say about? Were you there during that moment when he threw up and all that other stuff? Can you
Yeah.
tell us what happened during that moment? Because you know how the tabloids try to make everything more crazier than it needs to be. They were saying he was out of shape and stuff like that. So I don't
Yeah,
believe that
it's crazy.
one little bit.
He's
So
fine. He's fine. I was on the field with him when it happens.
okay.
I mean, it's funny that they only saw him throw up because it was
Oh,
Yeah, they
they was working y'all.
they blew that out of proportion. But
yeah, they blew
Right,
they
yeah.
blew they blew it way out of
Yeah.
proportion. Like, I mean, it's football. If you're not working, I mean, if you're not working hard, bro, like it happens sometimes. I've thrown up multiple times working out. The thing was he threw up, put his hand right back in the dirt, and got to it. I mean,
That's what's
yeah,
up. That's what's
That's
up.
what I need to see. That's what I
I
need to
mean,
hear.
we pro athletes, and he's been training for the combine, he's in shape. It's just it was hot,
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much water, stuff happens.
Mhm.
People
Mhm.
jump to stuff so quick, but
You
no,
should be
Mason's
concerned if
good.
he isn't throwing up.
Yeah,
no doubt.
and he's giving his all to the point where he got to. So
That's what's up. D.
Yeah, so it's more of a defensive. As you know, the NFL voted on the push, and it
oh
was
yeah.
denied. So how you feel about this? Is that something you happy about that they decided to let that go? The Eagles are the king of that. It's something that you rather not see, or you were able to defend it. How you feel about the NFL just letting that go? Because the Browns
Oh,
voted no, I believe.
they didn't. I didn't know about that. What they do to the tush push?
They voted. It was
They
a
voted,
keep it.
vote about the tush push to ban it or not to ban it, and the Browns voted
yeah,
not to ban it.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about now that you still have to defend against that?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's very effective. What do you think about that? Or
Bring it. I mean,
it was never even a forethought.
You ain't
it
worried
wasn't
about
even.
that.
It wasn't even a thought. I mean,
Yeah.
it's football.
right, exactly. That's
It's
Thank
what I
you.
football.
said.
It's
Correct.
football. I mean, they gonna run the ball until you stop them.
Mhm.
So that's the thing. I mean, I feel like the people who voted, to take it away. I mean,
Yeah,
Haters.
how much more of football we gonna take away? Come on
yeah,
now, like
Right.
yeah.
I mean,
Talk
Yeah,
your
this
talk.
is making the game better. The game should be better. I feel like safety wise, it should be about safety and not about all these other crazy rules. But I get it.
yeah,
Right.
Right.
It was
Right.
sort of surprising to know that the team who wanted it banned was the Packers. That sort of surprised me because to me that was a little bit out of their character as an organization.
Yeah, I didn't even know this vote was going on. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. You just line up and play.
Yeah, man.
But-
Yeah,
That's what I like. That's what I like.
Right.
Don't matter what they throw at you, stop it. That's what it's about.
yeah.
Do you think you can? Cause like I said, you fast. Like as you said that you won that race. Do you think you can convert to DN or DT? Is where
I mean, I want to play D tackle, stay inside, but I
Okay.
can play anything. In the CFL, I was playing all the positions. So, if they want me to, I'll do it. But D tackle, nose guards, where I make my money for real. But
Okay.
I'm a D lineman at heart, so I play everywhere. So
Okay. That's
yeah.
use that speed. We need you for Lamar. We
Oh,
need
yeah.
you to chase down Lamar.
Yeah.
We need to take down Burrow first. We got
Yeah.
Burrow.
Oh
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
Burrow.
Week 1 first.
We
How
not
do you
worried
feel about the
Burrow.
Steelers?
The Steelers. I
We
mean,
gotta put you to test. No. I mean, not you starting off wrong.
the
on.
Steelers. I don't really care too much about them. I just want to beat them.
There you go. That's
Right.
That's
perfect
all it
answer.
is.
Perfect Cleveland Browns answer.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't like the city. Don't like the team. I'm just ready.
There you go.
Oh,
There
that's
you
what
go.
I am talking about.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. That's what we want to hear as the Cleveland Browns. We do not like them. They don't like us. Oh well. Coach.
So you're a Detroit guy. You grew up a Lions fan.
Yeah, I did. I did.
How you seeing that success now, man? How do you feel about it, man? I know that's such a good thing for that city.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, growing up a Lions fan it's hard. But I'm just happy. I'm happy for my city. I'm happy for my city in general. I mean, I do play against them now, but I am happy for my city. Though. I will say that they bring so much success to the city as well, not just when they win. So I'm proud of that part. So it's cool. It's cool seeing it. And I got some friends like Aiden Hutchinson over there who plays, and it's cool. It's cool. It's cool seeing my boys ball too. So
We play them this year, so you'll be
oh
going
yeah, I'm
back
already
home.
knowing.
We'll be going
Yeah, he
back
come-
home, and I apparently I'll be going to that game if my brother-in-law can get the ticket somehow.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Yeah. Hutchinson, he's coming off a devastating injury, and it's glad to see that he can. I see some of the videos that he can get back to it. But I was going to ask you, how do you feel about Cleveland as a whole? The city,
I was
I
going.
know you go out to, get you something to eat, the restaurants, the atmosphere. How do you feel? Because a lot of people they don't care for Cleveland. How do you feel about Cleveland itself right now?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I love this city, bro. Like it's not. It reminds me it reminds me of home Detroit for real. I'm not gonna lie because we're so close to each other. But like it's like the same weather and everything. Like I'm a northern kid, so I'm used to the weather. But bro, like I've gone to some good food places out here. People out here are cool. The city is beautiful, man. Like I've just driven around a lot at night. Just trying to catch some sceneries, catch the vibes out here, man. And it's a beautiful city with some real good people out here. And like I was saying earlier, like, I feel like the football team embodies like what the city is. A bunch of hard workers, getting work done by any means. So like, you know, that's what that's what I love about the city, So
And the city heard that you like chicken wings.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Boy, I got some spots for you.
yeah, we
I
got some
need it.
spots for you, man.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
to Kim's and stuff like that. Go to Kim's.
He love his chicken wings.
Yeah, man. I'm a big chicken of a good quality chicken wing, man. You can't go wrong with them things.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh man,
Whole
but
wing. Hold on. I'm about to help him out.
okay. Go ahead.
You want
Tell
the
him where to
whole
go.
wing? You're a wing ding man. What you want?
Man, I like the whole wing. I can go either way, man. I can go either way,
Brother, we gonna take care of you.
yeah, we
Yeah.
gonna
Let me know. And I
Hey,
need
you
some
mess
good
around
soul
us,
food places.
you be out of shape. Man, I'm trying to tell you, don't listen to Coach. You be out of shape now.
It's all, hey, it's all
Growing
about
up.
balance. It's all about balance. you know?
Chicken is protein.
Yeah.
But as he was asking you about how you feel about Cleveland, now you said that you had about 12 different offers and you chose Cleveland. the stigma behind Cleveland didn't scare you. What I know you said the scheme, but was it the scheme that really got you here? Your agent, your family, like how you said, it's close to being home.
Yeah.
I mean, you wasn't scared of us?
Nah. I'm nah. That was the last thing going through my mind. I saw,
Okay.
and the thing that really got me is that when I came here, is that in the building, the type of energy that I felt from the coaches, from the administration, it wasn't a woe is me. It was a let's get it
Mm-hmm.
type mentality. Everybody wants to do better. Everybody wants to improve. And when I saw the organization wants to improve, I see myself improving as a player.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing of like, it's a thing I respect so much about the organization, is because like, yeah, last year wasn't the best year, but that doesn't define who we are as a team or as an organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Okay.
that's the same thing with like my story in general. Like, I'm not the biggest guy, I'm not the tallest guy, but that doesn't define who I am as a football player. And
Mm-hmm.
it all ties in together. So, but on a philosophical level, all that, but I just love the team. I love the attitude that the coaches and the administration have towards winning, towards improving, towards just being better. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna do one more round of questions, and I know your
Yeah,
time is precious. So,
it's all good.
Dirt Dog.
My last question would be, when you first walked into the Cleveland Browns organization, what was the one thing what people have always said about them, which you didn't, what scared players away? What was one thing what was not true when you came in there and you was like, oh wow, it's actually real fluid and organized and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To be honest, I honestly didn't really hear that much like bad about Cleveland. Honestly, I might have been put my blinders on, so I didn't want to hear any of that. But like, I personally, I really didn't hear anything wrong with Cleveland.
Okay.
I didn't see anything, other than like the record last year. I don't really see anything wrong, honestly. Yeah.
Coach.
Man, I got to tell you, I'm excited because we got three young brothers out there. You, Mason Graham, Mike Hall, just young guys, first, second year guys really coming into the league, man. That says a lot about our defensive tackle position and the emphasis that the team is putting on it. But tell me, what does this opportunity really mean for you?
Oh man, this this means a lot for you said, can you say it again? Your mic went out.
I'm saying, what does this opportunity really mean for you?
Oh man, this opportunity means a lot for me. I feel like this is me really stepping into what God has planned for my life. Uh, wasn't given to me. Nothing's been given to me in my pro football career, but I feel like God has given me the opportunity to take what He put in front of me, and it's just a thing of me just stepping into my full my prime, and stepping into the real player I am. I'm getting coached by amazing coaches, by Jock and Schwartz. I'm getting coached like I never have been coached before. I'm getting strength training like I never have got before. The the things that I have available to me pushing me to pushing me just to be a better player. You know, I'm just grateful to God for that, man, for real. So
Right.
D.
Yo, you did. I don't hold it up because I know we're against it. You said Jock. So Jock is that the role here he's been taking now? Now that they declared him that he can't play, so he's been giving you advice on that, on what's going on and
no,
mentoring you.
I'm talking about Jock Queese, my the D line coach.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, the D
okay.
line coach.
A lot of people want to know about that, but we ain't gonna touch on that. But all I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
say, young brother, is much love. I wish you all the success, man. And I know you're gonna climb that hill, put the boots down to the ground, and I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing, and we'll get back up with you. I ain't got nothing else for you but love.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
Appreciate you,
and I'm just
Most
going.
definitely.
I'm just gonna end it with. I know he said we ain't gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it a little bit. I know that your best friend went through a certain type of injury like that and was not able to play football ever again and all that.
Yeah.
So if you want some brownie points and to help out JOK, I mean, introduce him to let him just let him talk to JOK. I don't know where his head is at. He might need somebody. We got to do mental checks on people.
Of course.
And your best friend might be the best guy that can talk to him to get him through the season and whatever he's going through. If he's never going to play again, if it's going to be next year, but your best friend is a key guy that I think that you should link him up with if you can, just to make sure his mental is there.
Yeah, that's so true. Because I know that I've experienced it firsthand with him, and I know that you know, it's just hard. It's hard. It's hard on the mental sometimes. Like not sometimes, all the time. When something you worked for all your life is just,
Gone.
you know. So,
Yes.
you know, not saying it's gone for
But not
JOK,
him.
but you know, it's still hard not playing. You know, when you thought you were going to. So, yeah, for sure.
Okay, and somebody was saying something.
I got one more thing I want to ask.
Yeah.
Man. When you get off my dogs, won't you give us a shout out so we can get more people out there? Maybe Miles can come on. Maybe JJ can come on. Maybe that rookie we're not allowed to talk about can come on.
You silly.
So,
But
go ahead, TP, take it out.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But
Fetty Jr. come on out. You know, Michael Hall come on out. I want the whole dog pound over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For
Well, I first of all, I don't know if y'all know the My Dog podcast. I don't know if y'all know, but I want to give my condolences. We want to give our condolences to the Indianapolis Colts organization, their owner.
Jim
Jim Irsay passed away today, and I just want to give our condolences to him, his family, and the team. That's something sad, and we want to thank you for coming on. We know you're going to have a great year. I can't wait to see you and Miles. I know because they be having that takeoff competition. And don't run from me, and I need answers. But I just want to thank you once again for coming on. This has been Ralph Holley, the Cleveland Browns' new young star coming up. Stay tuned because he got more for y'all. And this has been the My Dogs podcast, where our opinion is always our opinion. We out.
Arterial motive, baby. Arterial motive.
Arterial motive. Yeah, get it out.
yeah.